Well, it is time for the season to get underway at Derby County, and after a busy transfer special, I'm excited to get into it. Before we get into today's episode, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. So, in today's episode, we got Chelsea up first, and then after that, we got Bournemouth. We have done a little bit of transfers since the last little bit, mainly just to bring in a little bit of depth at the center back option. I brought in a player that I've used in the past, but unfortunately, he really hasn't developed much since this save has started. We brought in Max Norman Williamson. As you can see, he's a 2.5-star player, 3-star potential player, center back option for us. We brought him on loan from Napoli. I mean, he's been good in the past for me. I think, unfortunately, he just hasn't really developed much at Napoli. They picked him up for 5.75, probably right when no, he played in Norway for a couple seasons. Typically, this guy gets picked up relatively quick, but Napoli purchased him, loaned him out, and then he played in one appearance last season. So he hadn't had a lot of game time really at a high level, so that might be one reason why he hasn't developed too much. But he's just a depth piece. That's all it is right now. Escobar, we brought him on. We discussed him in the last little bit for 2.3. Looks to be a pretty good player. Excited to have him in. But we're probably going to send him out on loan immediately to the MLS, either New York City FC or the Atlanta United. So that is that'll be good for his development. I'm interested to see how he develops in the future. I haven't looked to see where Chelsea is predicted to finish. I'm sure they're right up at the top. Yeah, projected to finish 4th. Bournemouth 12th. So we got a top tier team today and then a mid-table team. So that'll be good test for the guys that we've brought in. It's going to be a very interesting season. We've brought in a lot of older players, but I think that's okay because we need the depth really, and I think they provide a lot of experience. We picked our captains. It's the same captains that we've had, Dominique Grief and Patrick Berg. But enough talk. Let's get into the action. It is time for the Chelsea matchup. I haven't done a huge amount of changes. As you can see, Wan-Bissaka and Gomez, they are out for a decent little bit. Wan-Bissaka out for 3 weeks and Gomez out for 4 weeks. And I debated changing up and putting out a whole bunch of new people. But last year, we played really well. So I didn't want to do too many changes in this first match. We will see some changes as the season goes along to this side. I do believe probably the box-to-box will probably be Conte's role going forward. I do like how the midfield is set up right there. Mane coming on that left-hand side in some matches. And yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do for the time being. I don't know what to do about this match. Apparently I played cautious. Oh yeah. Yep, I remember the last match. I remember it. But this is what we're doing. We got Grief in goal, a back four of Lucas, Morello, Tosin, and Aaron Martin. In the midfield, we got Jan Berg and Valdez. Right-hand side, we got Edwards. Left-hand side, Vlasic. And up top, Tammy Abraham, who Everton is really coming strong for. They've done one of those deals where it's like a bunch of bonuses if he reaches a certain thing, with the excess of like 102, but the original deal is maybe like 50 mil. So I was just like, I mean, if you come out and straight out offer me 102 mil for him, yeah, I'll take that. But I'm not going to do that. I don't really like those kind of deals. You failed to beat Chelsea in the last 4 outings. Wow. Players are confident, and that gives me every reason we will do well. Our preparation is complete, and I know the players will get a good result. I hope. I really hope so. Because haven't beat Chelsea in the last 4 matches. Wow. This is going to be a tough matchup playing at Chelsea. I don't know what to think about this match. I really don't. Hopefully we'll look good. Hopefully the changes we've made to the side wasn't too drastic this offseason, and the guys, they will continue to play. You may be wondering why we decided to put Grief in goal today, and it's mainly it's just seniority. You know, the first game of the season, big matchup. Give him the start over the 20-year-old. You will expect to see the 20-year-old in the next match. So give him a little game time against Bournemouth. A decent level competition for us, a team that's projected to finish mid-table. That should be a good start for him. Good debut for the young lad. I do like how we've had some highlights for us in these opening minutes. Marcus Edwards looking really good there. Hard tackle. Okay. I mean, you do you, game. Tammy Abraham bouncing it off a defender. That was a missed opportunity right there we had. Now Chelsea looking to counter. Somebody needs to get a stop on that. Good job, my dudes. Okay. Nobody showed any effort on that one. I'd like to see somebody score. I know that sounds... Yeah. Way to commentate. Good commentation. Do a football, my dudes. I'm getting a little bit of stormy weather, so you may be hearing some rain in the background. Hey, settle down, young fella. You ain't got to do grief dirty like that. That would not have been good for him. Okay, we haven't broke through their defense yet. But in reality, a Chelsea match at away, we've looked better according to the XG, but not by much. But in reality, an away match against Chelsea, I'm not going to be disappointed with a draw. Go out there and give these fans their money's worth. Tosin getting in from the set piece. Aaron Martin on the assist. 1-0. Hey, we want the win. Who said they wanted to draw? It wasn't me. It was you guys. You guys are crazy. Tosin, he wanted to do something about it, though. I do like Tosin. I think Tosin was probably one of our better signings from our director of football. He has been consistently a good player for us the past couple of years. I really like the kid. Brought him in for, at the time, what was a decent chunk of change for us, and it has definitely paid off. He'll be a player that if we eventually end up selling, he will be a major profit. And that's what we want. We want players that we can bring in that can produce profits for us if we end up selling them. Okay, we're going to make a change on that left-hand side. Vlasic's really struggling out there. Mane is going to come in for him. We'll do that change, I think, right off the bat, and then Conte coming in for Berg. I would bring Lewandowski on, but I don't really see a purpose in it right now. He is definitely going to be a situational player for us. Chelsea's threatening right now. Chelsea is definitely threatening us right now. Lucas here, looking like he's ready to wind up the long throw, throwing it in there. It's headed away. Now Chelsea on a counterattack here. Got to hang on to this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Those are the ones you hate. A good tackle that leads to 1-1 now. We may go ahead and make that change. Lewandowski coming on now. Jan is coming off. And we're going to do what we discussed in the past to help out Tammy Abraham. Moving him a little bit forward. Lewandowski on a support role as our deep lying forward. Kind of a playmaker. See if he can get in there and really help out in these last 10 minutes. We're going to drop some encouragement on the guys. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. I may change my set pieces and drop a third guy to stay back. We're going to go ahead and do that because they're really countering us on set pieces. Just bringing somebody else back. Apparently we got, okay. I didn't really mess with my set pieces before this match. And we got 3 stand back, okay. I don't know what I've done on these set pieces. That does not look like one of me right there. Okay, making sure everything is good. I want to keep another defender back, or another guy just to kind of support out a little bit back there. See if we can get something out of this highlight. I mean, it is nice to pick up the 1 point, as we said earlier. with the away match against Chelsea, but to lead as long as we did and then drop the 3 points. Mane had a great opportunity. Didn't quite finish on it. That would have been very nice. 4 minutes of added time. I don't think we're going to get another highlight, unfortunately. Okay, hey, that's a good result for us. I'm not disappointed in that. We're going to outstretch our arms. Pleased with that performance. Good job, my dudes. We have made some changes for the Bournemouth matchup. Not a ton. I think this is a pretty good side that we're putting out there. As promised, Camel is getting a start in goal. A back four of Lucas, Tosin, Morello, and Martin. In the midfield, we got Jan Valdez and Conte. Right-hand side, Sarr. Left-hand side, Mane. And up top, we got Tammy Abraham. Alex Tellez is on the bench. Lewandowski is on the bench. Who else that we want to note? I mean, you know there's the other guys. You know these guys. They've been around for a while now. I've been debating something. Vera and Kajus, both of these two guys are kind of the odd men out right now. And kind of want to get rid of one of them because I don't see a point in having that many midfield players that are good. And I know what you're saying. You're probably saying, well, Patrick Berg is the guy that you want to probably let go compared to the other ones. Well, I like Patrick Berg. He was one of my first signings at Derby since he might have been our first one when we went up to the league. And I like the dude. I follow him in real life a little bit, keeping up with him on Twitter. It's kind of hard to watch the Norway matchups in America, but I do like keeping up with him. So I want to keep him. But the other two, I wouldn't mind getting rid of those, and it might cause a little bit of a locker room issue that I kind of want to avoid, but I feel either way that we're going to have a locker room issue when one of them comes up and says, hey, why ain't I getting game time? Well, you've kind of got replaced, my dude. So I hate to tell you that, but it's the way it is, the way the world goes. But enough talk about the team. Let's see how the team does against Bournemouth. I think this will be an interesting matchup, mainly because I think we're a much better side than them. But we're still gelling. Our team is not synchronized all the way, so we want to see if we can get a little bit better out there. 5 unbeaten matches against them. It's important to use every tool at your disposal to try to win. Certainly trust him, and I know he's working hard to get to the level we need him to be at. And Sarr is another one of those guys that he was our biggest purchase at the time when we bought him in, and he has kind of fell a little bit down since we've brought in some better players over him. So unfortunately for him, that is the same situation as the center mids. It's just the way the game goes. A very slow first half through the first 30 minutes, though. No highlights whatsoever. Bournemouth picking up 3 cards already. All right. Yeah, we can, something could happen. I mean, come on, game. Hey, here we go. Aaron Martin kicking a corner into Morello, who sells it over the top. First highlight of the match. That one was a bit of a letdown. All right, then. Outstretched arms. We're the favorite. No, pump the fist. We're the favorites here, so go out there and give the money's worth. If we don't get a lead by our usual first change situation, Lewandowski will be coming in to get a little bit more game time. That's got to be offsides, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, it was. I was waiting for it down there at the bottom to say he was offsides because that was... You know, if I can see the offside, it's bad. Mane not having a real good game out there on that left wing. The left wing has been an issue in this first 2 matches. Neither one of those guys have really performed to a level that I want to see early on. Okay, so what we're going to do is Mane is going to come off. See if we do this. Sarr's going to go on that side. Edwards is coming in. Lewandowski is coming in as well. Conte is coming off. Get up there. Can I do this? And we're going to move Aaron Martin up on attack a little bit more. Go attacking, I guess, as well. I mean, we want to see a goal. I mean, it'd be nice to win this match instead of have 2 draws in our first 2 matches. Anything, game? Game? Hello? Okay, we got a highlight here. Valdez kicking a corner in, looking for Tosin. Bounces it off the top. Literally, only 2 highlights have been corner kicks. That is a bit disappointing. I don't want to go full out, like changing everything up just because I don't want to give this lead up a little, really. Or we don't want to give this draw up. I don't want to lose points. I mean, if it was a little bit of a more important matchup, I think we would press forward a little bit more than what we are. But it's early in the season. I don't want to. I would rather get a point than not get any points whatsoever. I mean, you can see that there's some good stuff that's happened in these 2 matches. I think we looked better in the Chelsea match than we did in this matchup. Bournemouth carving us up right now, passing it around us. Tosin does a good job to take that down. Lewandowski does a good job bringing it down, playing it over to Lucas. Just cutting up on that side, getting into Edwards. Valdez banging it to Sarr. Oh, the chances. Like, we have had the chances in this match. Like, a ridiculous amount of them. Camille has done a really good job, or Camille has done a really good job in this match. Been impressed with his first start. There's some positives of these 2 matches. That is for sure. Tellez gets taken down pretty hard there. Sarr loses out on that. And nobody's going to chase after it, unfortunately. I wanted to win. I wanted to win out of one of these 2 matchups. I didn't think we would get 2 draws. I thought the Chelsea matchup would have been close. And then I thought this matchup was going to be a win. But we cannot find the back of the net for the life of us in this matchup. Jan does a good job to win that head right there. Playing it forward to Sarr again, who has another opportunity. He tries to hit the dink, and he gets it in. It's his first of the season. Marcus Edwards on the assist. We take a late lead in this match, 1-0. Sarr, absolutely beautiful work there, my dude. Glad we kept you in. That was good. That head that Jan winning that ball was huge right there for us. You know how you get the odds of like goal scorer and best player? Jan was in the best player odds, and I was like, let's go. I was excited about that. Tellez is setting up for the throw here. It's cleared back. Probably should have put 2. I got to look at set pieces because we're getting lambasted on that. I've always kept 2 back, never really kept 3 back. We may need to start doing that though, or actually looking at the 2 that we're keeping back. But yeah, that is disappointing, my dudes. We got 30 seconds really to do something here. Bournemouth ball. Well, that does not look like a good highlight for us. Tellez with a hard tackle there. I'm looking at the bottom to see if it says there's a penalty or anything like that. There's not. Good news for us. We get the ball now. Jan playing it forward. Can't find Tammy Abraham. Bournemouth with it again. We certain... did not deserve this result. I mean, we're much better than them. Much better than Bournemouth. I am thrashing the arms. Expect you to see you in training after that. That was very disappointing. Well, the FM gods have cursed us in today's episode. We played pretty good against Chelsea. I was happy with that result. Then we outperformed Bournemouth and got beat. Way to end the episode. But if you enjoyed this episode, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. And as always, my dudes, thank you for watching.